My name's Norman and I come from the city and I use my hoover to hoover around, and when I want to, and when I need to, I do my funky sound. Meow, meow, meow. Hello there. It's been quite a while, about 6 months in fact, since I last recorded one of these, and I do apologise for that. I didn't actually mean to stop, I just never had the time to actually produce another video, which, when I come to think about it, is probably more due to slacking on my part than anything else. I was motivated today to produce a quick video complaining about music in general because of the appalling covers that I heard in the supermarket while I was out earlier on. I don't know what it is about modern music, or whether it is in fact modern music, or whether it's happened for years and it's just the fact that time gets rid of the dross. That means I haven't really noticed it until I've been paying attention myself. But there's a lot of really, really exceptionally bad covers out there at the moment. And the one that really got my goat today was a cover of Belinda Carlisle's Heaven is a Place on Earth, which is a song I remember from my childhood, and therefore it sticks in my head. So when I hear a cover that appears to have been done by someone who is completely stoned out of their head, it really annoys me. How do these people get record contracts? Do they just turn up and go, look, you can probably auto-tune my voice to sound pretty good, so let me do a song. I'm not actually going to write the songs myself, so it's going to be a bit more expensive than if I was actually pulling my own weight, but I'm 5'4" and have large breasts, therefore I can sell a lot of records. That appears to be how it works. And to be honest, in terms of musical quality, it's not good enough. You can't just freeload off someone else's talent and expect to make a lot of money, because for a start you're going to have to pay the person who wrote the music in the first place. Just write your own is cheaper. That's not to say that all music is bad, and especially not all modern music. There are a lot of good tracks out there. It's getting increasingly difficult to find them, especially if you're listening to the radio. So I kind of stopped listening to the radio a couple of years ago, save for when driving somewhere, at which point I'll probably end up hearing it, just the fact that I've forgotten to bring any tapes. And yes, that does mean I'm showing my age, because my car has tapes. We do have an iPod thing with an RF transmitter, but due to the fact that my car is built to withstand the apocalypse, the signals don't always get inside. So you've got your little iPod and it's broadcasting quite nicely on RF, and if I stand outside the car and I've therefore got access to the aerial, it works very nicely. But if I'm broadcasting the radio frequencies inside the car, they don't get out to the aerial. So I've got this brilliant way of transmitting static very expensively, and that's not really what I was going for. Speaking of music, just because time is quite a good healer doesn't mean that I've completely forgotten all of the really bad stuff that came out in the 80s and 90s when I was growing up. For example, rap music. It's got to the point where rap music actually has some merit to it. It's like every other genre now. There's good parts and the bad parts, so you go for the good parts and ignore the bad. But back in the 80s, we had power rap. Oh dear. And if that has caused nightmares for you, then I do apologise, because it brings back so many bad memories of what on earth were these people thinking. Vanilla Ice? Why? No. It's some things just shouldn't happen, and Vanilla Ice is one of them. I'll say one thing for power rap though, those guys can dance an awful lot better than I can. But some of it's good. I mean, Will Smith took power rap and made it moderately alright. So, again, there are good things and bad things. But music in general is probably the same now as it has ever been. There's one or two very good people, a lot of pretty good people, and then an absolute mass of awful, awful, talentless fools who, thankfully, time will not remember. So that's good. And on that happy note, we'll end this for today. We'll see you next time. Well, I say we. I'll see you next time, because there's no one else here.